Welcome back, everybody. Well, now that my build is complete here at the city, I thought we would take a tour so you can see all the different places and parts, because it's been only a 2-year journey in getting this thing done, so most of you have probably not seen it from the beginning, probably not gone back and watched any of those episodes, so I will give you a brief tour of everything. So right here we have our map. So this is the city. So when I started, there was like a few islands scattered about here. And my goal was to make somewhat of an Atlantis type city. So with the concentric rings. So you got a ring of land and a ring of water. That's kind of how Atlantis is set up. So I started out in the middle. And then we have a ring of housing, a ring of farms, and then this outer ring is industrial. And actually, I was looking back on my notes for this. I think initially my initial plan was the middle island would probably be about this big. The second island would probably be about this big. This one would be, the farming island would be as big as the industrial, and then the industrial would have been much, much bigger. So I kind of ended up scaling it down a bit. Otherwise, I don't think I would ever finish it. But as you can see, everything is built now. We got a few ships and stuff here and there. But I think we are going to start in the middle. So let's head on over there and I can show you the center of the whole city. So this is the center building, or centerpiece of the city. And it's more of a, I guess it's kind of designed as a sun temple. So all around here we just have these little cubby holes of a little garden area. But if you go up the stairs into the main area, what you can see here is this layout here. If you stand here, you should be able to see the sunrise and see the sunset as it goes across. So actually you'd see it rise over here, go over the top, and then set over there. And you can kind of tell that from the mosaic on the floors, that the bright yellow sunrise on this side, and then a darker red sunset over on this side. So there was planning done. But this is the main hall, I guess the main seat of power, but there is really no offices or anything here. If you head over here, there's just a few benches and stuff. And then the same thing over on the other side. Got these armor stands up here. Those are like tributes to the founders of the city and people of importance. And if we head on up, I've got these 2 elevators. That's down, this one's up. Take you to the second floor where there is a chicken. Don't look. Okay. Trying to get away. But here you can see we got our more statues here. A little balcony, it overlooks everything. And we got the same thing over on that side. And then we just got elevators on either end. Yeah, at one point I was going to make a giant transit hub underneath here. But I changed my mind. Didn't do that, so I just did the railway center. It went from corner to corner to corner. Oops, let's do this. So I guess next from here, I'm going to head over to the ship over there and give you a quick tour of that. Oops. Oh, there we go. So this is the ship, and this is actually the very first thing I built, because I needed a base of operations. So I built me a ship here, which would be my base of operations. I've got a lot of iron golems because I ended up with a couple of villagers here, which multiplied into a bunch of villagers and a ton of golems. I don't know why I got so many iron golems. This is, you know, I got the main deck and just some plain sails. It's a pretty standard ship. I think this is actually one of the first ships I've ever built. I think it came out pretty good for being a prototype or an experiment. Got the captain's quarters here. You can see the... I think if I jump... Can I jump up here and shrink? No. I thought I could... There we go. Climb up here. So actually, if you look at this map, this is an older map. I have the center, housing ring, farming ring, and I got just that bit of the industrial. Nothing else is built. I still got islands I had to get rid of. So I had to clear out all these islands. Dig them all the way down to the underground. Well, I left that one. But dig all these islands out so I could put the rings in. That was in 17560. I don't know what time it is now. It is, does it even say? Yeah, it says up here day 63, 581. So that's a long time ago. This explains why I've got so many golems, because I've got villagers down here living in my bunkhouse. And then I've just got my workshop here with my tables and stuff. And then all my storage was down below. And this is before I made any of the storage warehouses and stuff. And this is where I put my nether portal. So this was the start of the build. So from here we are going to take a look over at the housing section. So here we are in the housing ring. Got a ton of villagers running through here. That's where I can do my trades for most of the professions. So I've got these towers here. I've got this one on this side, and then the other one anchors over on the other side. Right there, you can see it on the other side of the ship. So that anchors the other end of the ring, and with the ship sitting in the gap between them. And then to get to each side, we have this rail system. So I've got this automated rail system. It goes back and forth and back and forth. So you can just hop on here and take off. It's just got a timer system with this clock, which turns the rail on and off. So the minecart just goes round and round and round. See, like this rail's off already. So if the minecart happens to show up, it will end up getting caught there and you can take a trip over. That was my first attempt at like an automated subway system. Oh, I think I heard it. Did I hear it? Oh, nope. Oh yeah, it came through, but it left already. So I missed the train. I tried to put it on a regular schedule. I couldn't get the timer to go quite as far as I wanted to. But as you see, I've got a ton of different villagers just running through here, all these beds. And the beds breed tons of villagers. I wish there was a way to keep beds in there but not have the villagers breed sometimes. But you get up here, there's the central center, and then the housing ring runs all the way around through there. I'm going to catch a quick bit of shut-eye, and then we're just going to do a quick run around of all the houses. So I've got a ton of different housing styles here. I didn't try and stick with one style. And then we actually got like upper stories. Got a lot of extra beds in here. I can't remember why I put them in there. Maybe I was trying to get villagers, but now I've got too many villagers, so probably should get rid of some of those beds. And I don't have any beds down here, but I do got workstations for everybody. On this, just go back up. Oh yeah. Probably pop those out of there. We don't really need. I mean, it kind of looks funny with those extra beds just sitting there. And I may have some unhappy villagers. Oh well. I've got a mixture. I've got upper story. I've got a column there. 2-story buildings, mostly through here. Different styles. I got, made them out of oak. Got some out of concrete. Even mixed in some terracotta here and there. And then some of them I really use for trading. Like this is where the farmers usually hang out. So I can trade there. And then over here I've got my mason. So in here, and I've got a mason I've been using to get all the bricks and stuff to build things. And I've got farmers where I can trade in and get emeralds. This one is kind of an andesite stone. This one's made completely out of walls, and then some solid blocks. But back when they put in the combined walls, so you don't have the gaps in them, I decided to build a house out of them. This is a terracotta mixture, 2-story. Got a little kind of a. I guess this would be like a librarian house, but I guess I've got a butcher in here too. But this is all concrete. Those guys just showed up one day, and their trader kind of had an accident. It's a different style here. Got another big 2-story over here. Where we have a downstairs connection. So these guys, I guess these guys, there we go, couldn't get in here. We'll just do, well actually that'll work, they can do that. They've been dying to get to their workstations and they've been stuck. Then we got some beds and stuff here for them. I don't know if they can get through with those trapdoors. And then some of the upper stories I usually have outside connections for the upper stories. Plus it gives you a nice view over, so like this one, you got this huge balcony where you can just overlook and enjoy yourself. This is the transit station that we talked about in the last episode. I've got them scattered about. So I think this is the one on the housing ring. It's only got this one. I think it connects to one over there, I think, in the farming ring. Got a little park. Made this one out of prismarine. We got a nice big prismarine house here. Another little house here. So I've got an in-stone house over here. I tried to make a mixture of a lot of different types of materials and stuff, just to see what I could do. Sometimes it was based on whatever was in the chest I was looking at, just because emptying out chests. Plus, it's always good to experiment and try new things, even if they don't work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I've got villagers everywhere, which probably contributes to the lag. But once I'm gone, they'll be unloaded, so it won't bother things. Still got a couple chests I've got laying around here. Got this big, sandstone and in-stone house here. This is actually, yeah, it goes all the way around to a little bedroom. That's not a bad one. Trying to remember on some of these. I haven't not seen some of these houses in years. More houses here. Got this big 2-story one. I remember this one. All terracotta with the kind of checkerboard floor. Nice roofs and peaked ceilings. And it even has a downstairs area down here. I did have trouble, yeah, because I had a lot of these trapdoors here. And villagers are having trouble negotiating past the trapdoors. Another house here. It's almost kind of scary looking. Lots of in-stone, I notice. Well, this one is actually kind of a combined building. I've got this house here, but we got this upper balcony. It goes over the road to attach to that building there. Just sort of fitting everything in the space it needed to be. More big 2-story terracotta building. A nice little birch building here. Not too bad. Oh, got some walls. Oh, I like the... I wonder if this is if I tore this apart, it'd probably join completely. I'm not going to touch it. I kind of like the way that makes a little screen. We got this little screened in garden area back here. And we just got a more assortment of houses. Lots of terracotta. I guess I was over at the mesa at this point. Like I said, I tried to use a mixture of different styles and different building material just to get lots of variety. Plus, it helps when you're building so many houses. You kind of get bored of building all the same style over and over again. So it's kind of good to stretch your mind and, you know, stretch your creativity and see what you can come up with. Nice little garden area back there. Come through here. Got a few traders through here. Got couple rooms upstairs, and this one's kind of a combination. Got this house and that house kind of crammed right next to each other and joined. So they make one kind of bigger house, but it's almost got 4 different styles here. Another one here with the pink stained clay. I mean, it's supposed to be white, but it turns out pink. And then we got a nice little garden area. I tried to put these garden areas in the line of sight where you'd see the sun going down, so it wouldn't interfere, especially when you're in the temple. I didn't want to be looking out to watch the sunset or the sunrise and have a house in the way. So I tried to keep houses and stuff out of this axis here. Another couple big 2-story buildings through here, and then we get to our twin. Well, it's supposed to be a twin, but the other tower on the other side, because you got that one there, which is kind of fat and sprawling. You got this one, which is sort of straight up and narrow. And then this is the other end of the rail system, which connects the two. Leads about every 50 seconds. So that connects both sides of the towers. Yes, I see you. There, I was waiting for the rail system, so if I get in, it should automatically take off. And we will go to the other end of the tower. And then after this, after I get through riding this little cart here, we're going to hop over into the farming ring and take a look at all the farms and stuff that I built. And then I've got this activator rail here, which automatically kicks you out. So otherwise you just keep on going down, because the timer hasn't set to turn that off. So it doesn't, I don't have it set to catch it and automatically turn it off like I did on the other transit station. But I guess time for more sleep, and then we will head over to the farming area.